Greetings and welcome to the Contracting Guy. I am the Contracting Guy, and it seems appropriate that my background is the ocean. Not my background, but the background behind me is the ocean. Because the protest that I'm going to talk about has to do with the Navy and their supply system. Now, in a recent GAO protest, the protestor, Seaward Services, identified an issue. And again, all issues with protests deal with a failure of the government to do something that they should have done, or failure to execute or not do something that they should have done. Whatever it is, something happened in the gap, something happened that the transition didn't occur. Information didn't flow, whatever it might be. In this case here, this resulted in an unreasonable evaluation of proposals. So the agency is being questioned as to, here's the evaluation factors, and this is what you said, but they don't marry. It's just not, they don't fit. Now, this proves at least two things. One, the first proof is that the government doesn't always do what they say they're going to do. And even if they said they're going to do it, doesn't mean they're going to do it well. So failure to do, omission, or failure to do it, commission. So either one of those. But the important thing for a small business in regards to a takeaway is this. You need to know the contract and you need to know the solicitation so that you can understand when the government is not doing what it needs to do. Only through that method are you going to be able to identify a source selection decision that is wonky or is in error. It's like if the company did not recognize the error, they would not have protested. If they didn't protest, this would have gone to the other company. But in this case here, Seaward Services did recognize the error. They did lift it up, and they did get relief on it in regards to a sustained protest. The takeaway for a small business is this. You must know your solicitation, what the evaluation factors are, and you need to know how that's supposed to play out when working with the government. When they're evaluating this, they're going to do things according to the book. What's the book? It will be the FAR, the Federal Acquisition Regulation. You need to know it to the extent that you can identify if they're not following it. That doesn't mean that you have to look at the whole FAR, all 50 some chapters or parts. What you're going to have to know is FAR Part 15, negotiated contracts. You need to know that. What's supposed to be there. If you don't know that, then if you won't be able to protest and win, your protest will not be sustained. In this case here, the protest was sustained because Seaward Services was able to identify the problem, succinctly present it, and the GAO would come back going, yeah, you got it. You're right. So takeaway for the small business, know your solicitation, know the evaluation factors, and know how things should be working. Now, the government might prevail. Who knows? But you don't know if they seem fishy, kind of fishy sea. If they seem fishy, you need to protest it so that fairness can reign over the land. This is the Contracting Guy. I am out.
Thank you for watching The Contracting Guy. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. We'd appreciate that. This is The Contracting Guy. I'm out.